10 minutes and then we'll go out to play football.
Yeah.
Okay? Your first sheet is your player development plan. It's your personal development plan. It's specific for you. So you need something that you're aiming for. So that's your first thing, the long-term goal. What you're aiming to achieve. What are you wanting to get out of football, really? Right? Then you're going to fill out your strengths and weaknesses. So, right, Paul? So your strengths. Okay, what's your FA? Okay, strengths. So can anybody name a strength? Let's see, Jackson, what's one of your strengths? Heading. Luke, what's one of your strengths? Passing. Ben Hearn, what's one of yours? What is it?
Team player.
Team player, yeah. Okay, what about weaknesses? I'll not ask you for them, you can keep them secret. Oh, look, what's his good? What's your weakness? Shooting. Headers. So you need to then merge with Jackson because his strength's a header and your weakness a header. So if you can make a transformer player out of the two of you. Okay. Anybody want to give me something then that they want to improve on? An example? Somebody else? Dara. What do you want to improve on? Tackling? How are you going to do that? Standing up more, yeah. Okay.
I've got the exact same as him. I've got defending, so.
Defending, how are you going to do that?
Well, he doesn't well, I didn't get the right this time, but the thing I did right was just stupid. Like
So
just trying
it's never stupid. That's not stupid. There's nothing stupid. All right. So a short-term goal then is going to be based on what you want to improve. Okay. So Noah, what's your short-term goal?
Improve my fitness and be the best player I can be at the minute at my age.
Okay. Carl, what's your short-term goal?
heading
Improve your heading. Owen, what's yours?
Kicking.
Kicking.
5 big kicks in the next month.
I like it. What's the difference between Owen's target and Noah's?
His is like in a month.
His is in a month. What else?
Oh, I know. It's like what he's sort of like basing on what he's going to do. So like he knows. What he's
Yeah.
all
So
about.
how does Noah know when he's achieved his?
He doesn't.
How does Owen know when he's achieved his?
When he gets 5, he just.
When he gets 5, how does he know it when he gets more?
By the end of
When
the
he-
match, I'll just like see and I'll
Yeah.
I left my water there for a second.
Don't worry. Well, if you want to run down, grab it quick, or else you can wait. If it'll wait 10 minutes, you can wait. All right. Listen, guys. So Ben, what's your short-term goal?
To score goals.
Score goals.
Exactly the same.
So what's the difference between that and Owen's?
Score 5 goals in the next match or no, but
So listen in. What I want you to do is your short-term goal has to be something you want to improve. Okay? I want to have something you'll achieve by the end of the month.
I have a bit too much.
So yeah, well, it has to be achievable in a month. Okay? Because what happens if it's not achievable?
Then you should put it in your long-term goals.
If it's not achievable, then you'll feel demoralized because you haven't achieved it. Okay? What about your... Make sure, okay, so make sure it's a number.
It does come off.
Okay, whatever you're trying to achieve, make sure it's a number. So say, for example, this is an easy one that I don't want everybody to put because I said, all right? But if I say, if you can do 5 keep-ups now,
I can do that.
all right? Then I could maybe go, by the end of the month, I want to do 8 keep-ups. So at the end of the month, when you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you do 10 keep-ups, you've achieved what you want to achieve. So what's your next target going to be? Yeah, and you can grow it because there's a number. Okay, so make sure your short-term goal is a number that you can grow. All right, and that you can get. So that's your personal development plan. All right. The other sheet that we wanted you to do then was this one that has affirmation, reflection, thanks list, goals.
I didn't get that.
Okay. So listen in. You'll have one of these for each week. Okay? Now what I want you to do, and the easiest thing to do, is think of somebody. Think of somebody who you look up to, who you want to be. Alright? So no one wants to give me an example?
I've Ronaldinho and Paul Smith play for them.
Right.
No, it's because he's an idiot.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Why, so we'll just do no's first. Okay. So why do you look up to? Pick one for an example.
I look up to Paul Smith because he's so young and can prove he can play older players.
Exactly. So you look up them because of that. So what I want you to do then is get a picture. All right. Yeah. I want you to put it somewhere where you are first thing in the morning and last thing at night. So it can be where you're brushing your teeth, it could be beside your bed, whatever else. All right, a poster on the wall, whatever it is, okay? Listen. So when you do that, I want you to wake up in the morning, I want you to look at that poster and go, I want to be like him because, okay, because of this. So what am I going to do today to help me be that person? So why do you look up to him?
Because he's so young and he can play older players.
So what can you do during the day when you're at school to be like him?
Speak to older people.
There we go. All right. So that's something that in the morning you look at that poster, you look at that picture in the morning, okay, and you go, I want to be like him because he does this, okay, and then you go and you try and be that person during the day, and then before you go to bed, you look at that picture and go, I was like you today because, so that's your reflection. Okay, so that's today I was like you because I spoke to older people. And then you've got a thanks part, and the thanks part is somebody who helped you to do that. So think of an older person during that day who you spoke to, who was nice back to you and helped you believe you could be like that around older people. Alright? And then the goals bit then is what you're going to do the next day to be like that again. Okay? Anybody else got an example?
Yes. But
Jackson?
it says that the poster, my dad from the beer that goes in.
Brilliant. That was what the first thing was. So what you're saying?
I'm confident and have the ability to do anything. I will give 100% effort into everything I do today.
There we go. So that's you've got that somewhere where you can see it first thing in the morning, okay? And then what you're going to do is go, how can I be that person today? So let me see, what is it?
I'm confident and have the ability to do anything. I will give 100% effort into everything I do.
Okay, so that's what you're going to think when we read that every morning, okay? Then when you get home from school, okay, you're going to go, you're in your reflection bit here, you're going to put, how was I like that today? What did I do to be like that today? So there's maybe something that you were unsure about, but you're going to give 100% effort to. Okay, you go, yeah, I done that there. Okay, then in your thanks list, you're going to put thank you to whoever allowed you to put 100% effort. Okay, yeah, well, I can give you it, there's more loads there. And then the next day, you fill out a goal for what you're going to do the next day, and then that becomes your reflection for the first day. Okay, does everybody know how to use this sheet? Okay. There's loads of these sheets. We're going to get loads printed off with Braga things and all over them, okay? But these are just the simple ones first. Why are we doing this?
To help you, help train us, because sometimes you might not know what to train us, and it's giving you feedback.
I always know what to train you, so we're doing this here because what's the difference between any two people? Do you think, does Ben have an extra brain?
No.
Does anybody here have 3 eyes?
No.
4 legs?
Yeah. No.
10 ears? No, everybody's the same. All right? But what makes you all different?
Personality.
Personality. But these are all things that are where?
And the way you look.
No.
The way you think about things. Okay? Yeah? So this is the way we can train ourselves to think about things better every day, not just with football, okay? But it helps your football too. Okay, so does everybody know how that one works?
Yeah.
Yeah? So then the last one then is, this is important. This is to create your habits, help you create good habits. So this is your weekly planner. Okay? So this is one Ben's mum was worried about because all the selection box. I'm sure I can't wait to see Ben's. All right? So what I want you to put, what we want you to put in this is what time you get up at in the morning. Okay? So I'm sure everybody's been off school and they've been sleeping till lunchtime. You were up at 7 today? 7? Yeah? Yeah? Whoa. Right, listen in, last few minutes. Last few minutes. Right, Paul? Last few minutes, okay? So we'll fill these here sheets out with what time you get up at in the morning, what you have for breakfast, if you have any snacks, what you have for lunch, any more snacks, what you have for dinner, any more snacks, and what time you go to bed at. And that's the important one on a Friday especially, okay? Luke and Paul, okay, yes? Make sure we get enough sleep, okay? So if you're putting down you go to bed at 2 a.m. or whatever, we'll be looking every month. Listen guys, every month we'll look at 4 of these sheets because there's one for each week. And what I'll be looking for is how many sweets and all you're eating compared with how many vegetables and all the good stuff. How many times you're going to bed too late at night. And it's the time you go to sleep, not the time you get into your room at. Alright? Yes. But listen, when you have, over a course of a season, when you have a good week, you can see what you ate, what you did, what time you went to bed at, and you can repeat that. And that becomes your habit. And when you have a bad week, you can look back and go, that was a bad week because I went to bed at 2 in the morning. All right, after playing Xbox all night, I went to sleep at 2 in the morning. My match was at 9 o'clock kickoff. I only had about 6 hours sleep. You had what?
The thing is, I woke up late this morning, and it was 25 class, and I buzzed and I worked 25 minutes.
Okay, so the last thing, guys, the last thing is this book. Everybody has one of these, do you?
Yeah.
I handed these out before. Okay? If you don't know what you should and shouldn't be eating, look in this book. Alright? Has anybody not got one of these?
I am not sure.
There's spare ones here. Get one on your way.